Hey guys, how's it going? It's Dani. Welcome back to another video. So today's video is going to be a tag video and the topic is what's wrong with my bags. Thank you so much to Ron from Ramirofy for tagging me to do this video. If you've not seen Ron's video already, I've linked it in the description box below. And I'm sorry Ron that it's taken me a little while for me to do this video because there was a short period of time where I couldn't film, so I just released some batched content. So I recently created a tag video called Redesign a Designer Bag, and that tag is about bags that I have not bought because of design elements that I want to change about those bags. However, in today's video, it's going to be about bags that I do own and what I would change about them if I could. I have bags from Louis Vuitton, Saint Laurent, Marc Jacobs, Gucci and Dior. The first bag is my Lady Dior in cherry patent leather and champagne gold hardware. I think she's absolutely stunning and this is a forever bag in my collection. If I ever lost her, I would absolutely purchase her again. Now, what's the issue I have with this bag? So, because this bag is in patent leather and I haven't used it that much, the shoulder strap is really stiff. Have a look at that. So it looks really awkward when I carry it just by the top handle. So usually when I take this bag out, I just leave the shoulder strap at home. What I would prefer is for this strap to be mostly made of chain and for just a leather insert in the middle so that it dangles a little bit more elegantly. The other issue that I have with this bag is that these top handles, they don't always stay upright and sometimes they fall apart. And for a lady, it's not very ladylike, is it? I think what Dior can do is to put a couple of magnets at the top of the top handle here so that when you place them against each other, it's just going to sit upright really easily. Up next is this bag right here. This is the Saint Laurent envelope bag in the medium size. It's in the color black with gold hardware. Isn't she just stunning? Stunning. I really love the triple quilting pattern on her. So there's the diamond quilts, the chevron quilts, as well as the vertical quilts. So if you can't decide on which quilt pattern you like, go for this one. I also like how she's really structured and she looks really serious and she can transition from day to night really easily. Now, there are a couple of issues that I have with this bag. So see these gussets on either side of the bag? They actually take up room within the bag because they fold in even more as you shut the bag. It actually really minimizes the space that you have within the bag. So although this looks like a medium-sized bag, it's actually a small capacity bag. So if I could change it, I wouldn't make these gussets so deep. I think Saint Laurent can just flatten it out a little bit so that we can carry a little bit more in this bag. The second issue that I have with this bag is this back pocket. And as we all know, a back pocket is really favored by women so that we can easily stick our phones into them. But although there's no magnetic closure, it's actually a little bit stiff to push my phone in. And I find that when I do this repeatedly, I am essentially causing a lot of friction against the back of the bag here. I'm concerned that over time it's just going to cause too much wear and tear. So I essentially store my phone in the main compartment of the bag, which exacerbates the issue of the fact that there's not a lot of capacity there anyway. The other thing to note about this bag is on either side of this pocket, there are stitches. There's a stitch over here and a stitch over here. And these stitches are actually really tight. And my concern about these stitches and how tight they are is similar to the Chanel Classic Flap. The Chanel Classic Flap has a inner flap as well. And there is a gap between the inner flap and the outer flap. The advice from the luxury community is to not actually use that gap between the flaps because it causes too much strain on the stitch between the two flaps. And that's when you could potentially get popped stitches. So I feel like using this back pocket frequently could potentially cause these stitches to pop. So the other thing that I would change about this Saint Laurent bag is to have a back pocket that is similar to, I think, the Pochette Métis, so it has a zipper compartment and a gusset on the one side. Next up is my Louis Vuitton Totally in the size. Okay, I really like this tote. I like that it doesn't have a specific front or back. Mine is specifically made really well. All the boxes join up very nicely even on the bottom of the bag. It is a zipper tote, so I like that your belongings stay really secure on the inside. I've just got some stuffing inside at the moment. Okay, so the name of this print is Damier Azur. Azur is supposed to be a shade of blue. And people say, oh, I love the Damier Azur because, you know, you can see the blue and it looks like the ocean because Damier Azur is inspired by travel and travel across the ocean. This bag does not look blue to me, and I'm not colorblind. I've been tested. So small detail in the name of the bag. Nonetheless, there are two other things that I would like to change about this bag. So firstly, the vachetta. I'm not a big fan of vachetta. You got to look after it really well. Vachetta is this kind of leather that you get from Louis Vuitton. When you first buy them from the store, it is white and very prone to watermarks. And then it changes color over time as it matures or as it develops. The vachetta on this bag is looking pretty good, but that's because I've hardly used this bag because I'm so afraid of the vachetta. So my preference is for this bag just to have brown or tanned treated leather instead of vachetta. The second thing I want to change about this bag is the strap drop. I'm a pretty short person. I'm only 5'1" or 152 centimeters. So if the bag strap is slightly shorter, it's not going to really bother me. But I want it shorter for the purposes of storage. So when I hang the straps down by the side of the bag like this, you can see that the strap is hanging below the bag. So when I store it, the strap is kind of stored like this. And I find that a little bit awkward. So when I store the bag, I flip the straps across like so. And I don't really like that either. So I just prefer for the straps to be a little bit shorter. Small detail, but the next bag that I'm going to complain about is none other than my Louis Vuitton Neo Noe in the BB size. This one is in the EP leather. Now, if you follow my channel, you know all the issues that I have with this bag. If you are interested in watching a full review, I'll link it in the description box below. But to summarize it for this video, the issue that I have with this bag is this strap. It only has two settings, a short setting and a long setting. At both settings, the bag still sits too low on me, whether I carry it as a shoulder bag or a crossbody bag. These buttons here are also really uncomfortable as they sit against my collarbone if I wear the bag behind me. So my strong preference for this bag is just a comfortable strap that has multiple length settings. Thank you very much. Next up is my beautiful Gucci bag. I absolutely love this bag. This is the Gucci dome bag in the Microguccisima leather. I think she's absolutely stunning. She's coming across more blue on camera. However, she's actually a little bit more of a turquoise. She's got some green undertones. She has two top handles and she also comes with a long shoulder strap, which is fully adjustable and detachable. She's so pretty. Her color is like stunning. Now, what's my problem with this bag? These zippers. They are so stiff. They are so stiff. So when I'm out and about, I only ever carry this bag when I know that I'm going to a safe place, right? And most of the time, I just leave her unzipped for easy access. The next bag is my Marc Jacobs camera bag. It is a super cute camera bag. It's got a mini sort of capacity. I love the black pebbled leather against the gold hardware. And it says Marc Jacobs at the top right there. It has two compartments, and that is part of the issue that I have with the bag. Given that the bag is so small already, I think I can fit more into this bag if it was just one big compartment. So it fits my phone. I do have a card holder, but it is a longer one. And once I put that card holder in, there's really not much more I can fit in this bag. The other issue that I have with this bag again is the zipper pulls. They are so stiff. If I was carrying this bag crossbody, I literally have to pick it up, hold it by the base, stabilize it really well, and zip it open or close. The other issue that I find really annoying about this bag is you can't work with it quickly. You have to take your time because these zipper teeth, they're so sharp, and you actually need to take the time to open up the bag to slip your hand in and out of the bag so that your cuticles don't get too traumatized. The only reason why I still have this bag is because of this shoulder strap. The shoulder strap is fully adjustable and detachable, and because it's so broad, it's actually really comfortable to wear. So there are times when if a shoulder strap on another bag has died or is really uncomfortable, I have detached this strap and put it on other bags. And the next bag is my Kelly. So this is my Kelly 32. She is in Clemence leather, rose Jaipur with gold hardware. So what's wrong with my Kelly? I'm kidding. There's nothing wrong with my Kelly. The thing is though, I guess anyone who buys an Hermes, Birkin or Kelly, yes, they are impractical bags, but all of us who buy these bags go into it knowing what's wrong with them. And if there was anything changed about the Kelly, it wouldn't be the Kelly anymore. Let's face it, no one can go and accidentally buy a Birkin or a Kelly. There's no, oops, I did it again moment. I just tapped my credit card and got a Kelly. You got to work really hard to get one of these bags. And the thing is, once you've made the transaction, you probably will still get a phone call from your wife or your husband or your bank to confirm that you actually still want the bag. And credit to Hermes, they've actually come up with other designs that are inspired by the Birkin and the Kelly, which are more practical, but again, also very pricey and very difficult to obtain. So sorry guys, I seem to have lost my outro. Thank you so much for watching. You may enjoy this video on screen, so I hope to see you over there.